as we return to Final Fantasy 16, my first playthrough, and now up to part 6, and rolling strong. 5,400 gil, but fuck gil, because gil is not as important as skill. I always say skill over gil any day of the week. So, skill-wise, we're doing pretty well. I think we can still... There's definitely room for improvement, but with the encounter of Separna and, those two bitches, the Garuda encounter, Ninkata and Separna, is it Sharada and... I don't know. Separna and... Well, what is it again? You know, that, what do you call them? Separna and Shikata, whatever. I always forget their names. It's on the tip of my tongue, though. Oh, is it Ninkata or Faruda? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Sharada and Ninkata, basically. Separna. Sharada and Separna. Does it really matter? Like, we all know who I'm talking about. The two bitches. The two flying bitches. The two wasps. Ninkata and Separna. Those two bitches. Basically, Garuda's two twins, basically. Like Shiva did it too. You know, Shiva did it in 15 with Leviathan, and there was also multiple Shivas whenever she came out, so yeah. We're talking about the same person, son. We're talking about, yeah, Separna and Shikata. Whatever the fuck they are, the mother. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I guess you haven't seen the light yet. Good luck. I'll help you find it, though. After all, I am a phoenix. No, I'm serious. Actually, I'm a sign of the Phoenix. That's my zodiac sign. In other words, that's a zodiac sign I have. Phoenix. It up, it's just a fact. I was born November 15th. Which makes me a Phoenix, yeah. That's why I was looking forward to this Final Fantasy, because I was like, you know what? That's like really cool, because I am the sign of the Phoenix, man. Like, that's literally my zodiac. That's my zodiac sign. Is the sign of the Phoenix. So I was like, shit. No way. This is going to be about the Phoenix? And I'm like, I am the Phoenix Rising, though. The wolf, all that. I am the Scorpio, I am the wolf, I am the Phoenix. This is me. I'm like, oh my goodness. I can relate to this game so much because it's my story. It's just like the Scorpio. Get him, Loki! There's a fucking fly in my room. I'll get him if he can't get him, I'll get him. The fly comes near me, I have spray that'll instantly kill it. Oh, we get cure spell. Oh, here it is. Where are they coming from anyway? Oh, I swear to God, once he comes into my line of fire, I'm gonna kill it so bad. He's gonna be fucking wish he was never here. What is he gonna do to me? I shouldn't get so mad at him, but yeah. Okay, I'm not mad at the fly. What am I saying? Ignore me. I'm acting like an idiot. Just give me a second. Because I know the bug is going to come flying right in front of me as soon as I put the spray down. But, Loki, do something about it, please. That's what you're here for, right? I mean, it's your best thing. That's what you do best. That's what he does best. Alright, let's get back into the game on. That's why I have a cat, I mean. Oh, now see what's happening? I'm getting distracted. Alright. Loki, are you gonna keep your eyes open and watch out for that fucking wounded fly that might be still around somewhere? Can you do that for me, Loke? Keep your eye open for that wounded fly so he doesn't get in the way of my sight. Because as soon as he does, you know I'm gonna get upset, so... Thank you, Loki! I'm just gonna spray the room with the perimeter of this shit, because... likely it will then contain them. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I do apologize. But nobody likes it when they get fucking insects or, when they get caught in your room. Because they never know where to go and they're always flying around in your face, right? So sorry, but I'm sure you could all relate to having an insect in your room. Stupid flying fucking bastard that comes out of nowhere. Probably because it was attracted by the... Wait, what is it attracted by? What the fuck's it attracted by? Hold on. Is there food in here or some shit that other than my cat's food? I mean, where's the chicken? We got rid of the chicken, right? There's no more chicken here, I hope. There better not be chicken around here, motherfucker. If I find some chicken, I'm gonna kill you. It's not supposed to be chicken. Is there chicken in here, Loki? You better tell me, please tell me. Is there chicken? I need to know. I don't think there is any chicken. I'm pretty sure I put the chicken out already. Yeah, I brought the chicken out. I had white meat chicken, kind of like cutlets, and raw white meat chicken cutlets for my cat to eat them, but he pretty much ate already, and I guess he's full. And therefore, I did not want that to be left in my room. So, but I got rid of the cutlets. Okay, good. Alright, so alright, get back to the game now. So, part 6, Final Fantasy 16 begins now, officially. We are now in Central Sambrique, and we are on the chase for the culprit of the very same Ifrit, the Infernian, Dominant of Fire. Second Dominant of Fire, that is. Or current Dominant of Fire, if it is to be true that Phoenix is now gone, which clearly isn't because there's Olmeth and Clive. So, this is a little confusing, like, you know, but Joshua is clearly killed. So we're after the killer, who I am under the belief to be Annabella, as the culprit, which is his very own mother. But, this being said, I am very much inclined to believe that Clive did it! I mean, I don't know how to explain this, but why do you think his name is Clive? It's probably because he's the one who's, it looks like it's Annabella, or possibly the, you know, very same Garuda, Benedicta, but is it Benedicta though? Benedicta's just the foil. She's the foil of this game, right, you know? And I'm going in spoiler free, but she is the foil of Clive. She's like, right? Or at least, to the very least, she's the foil to Sidolphus. And Sidolphus was one of Clive's closest, one of his first closest allies that opened up the story to what it was now. Because I guess on a technical level, opening up as we go along, since I'm going in spoiler free here. We're in Caer Norvent, which is a secured point where right now, as we speak, people from Well-Ode are undergoing and trying to secure, but they are having issues with orcs, which we haven't came into contact with, are basically savaging them and ravaging them. And so this place here, home of Raiden, he's building up an army that's trying to take on other land that's not consumed by orcs and blight. Deadlands, basically, wastelands. So he's pushing in further inward this way. So here we are at Caer Norvent, which is very close to the Empire of Sambrique, which, as you can see, has a very nice mother crystal there. Better than even this one here. It's got one of the most prominent mother crystals, very powerful. This is also a powerful mother crystal as well, the one of the Ironforge Kingdom / was the Rosarian Duchy. Then, of course, we have some more fire over here with Lee, and this one here. This is another mother crystal. These are the only things that are left that's keeping the world alive. Otherwise, it's covered in darkness by the blight. See? And that's why the world map is presented the way it is, because everything is covered in darkness. Like, it was never stated, in fact, it was stated outright, that Sidolphus came to Valisthea beyond the twins. If you go to your menu, you can find out. But I'm not going to continue to go on with the story. I'm just going to say one thing, is that this realm of Valisthea is a part of a bigger realm. Valisthea is only a portion of the rest of this place, whatever it may be. In other words, this is only a portion of this realm. It's exactly that, it's just a realm. It's a realm that's a part of a bigger atlas. You know what I mean? Which could very well be connected to that of Hydaelyn, you know, of Final Fantasy XIV. Which begs the question that, is Yblis connected to Hydaelyn as well? Are all Final Fantasy games connected to Hydaelyn? Is what I'm saying? And maybe that's their pursuit here, is that everything is connected to Hydaelyn. It's always been Hydaelyn. Since the very first game to the very second game, and then when they rebooted it with the fourth game, it's always been Hydaelyn. And that's what they're trying to tell us, that All Final Fantasies exist within the universe of Hydaelyn. Hydaelyn. Hydaelyn is the name of the universe to which it stands. And with that, I really don't want to keep going on, but yes, this is Hydaelyn. I think. This is what I think. I'm not 100%, but it's my theory that this could possibly be all part of Hydaelyn. The Fabula, Nova Crystallis, everything could be a part of Hydaelyn. You know, who's to say? But I do know one thing. This is the same blueprint of Eorzea, so let's take that for what it's worth. With that being said, our pursuit of this, you know, the Infernian, or Dominant of Fire, is brought us to a very strategic point of the Sambrique Empire here. And this is the keeper of, I believe, Bahamut. Bahamut, the prince, I think. I don't know because I'm going in spoiler free, more or less. But yeah, this could possibly be, I think, home to Bahamut. From what I've heard, in terms of story, it seems like that, yeah. The whole events of Titan and Shiva shit, that ended bad. And that's why I said Bahamut, right? The prince, because the king is, I mean, hold on. Journal. Alright, and I'll do it later. For now, I gotta fight these fucking guys. But I'm telling you, right now we're fighting these fucking assholes who are Sambriques, right? Royal? The Royal also, yeah. Yeah, we're fighting big, well, we're fighting people from Sambrique, I think. Because they're protecting their, whatever, territory. This is a very strategic point, this area, North Corvin. You know what I mean? Also, you have to get used to there's no actual, there's no real blocking in this game. It's different. You mainly use evasion. See? It's a little bit of a different kind of game, but I like it. It really works once you understand how it works. See, that was good. But there are a few things that you have to keep your mind on, and that's important. See? But once you understand how to use it, I'll get better, and you just get better and better, and I'm playing it on action with no crutches. If that means anything. In other words, I have none of those handicaps on right now. As you can see, they're all turned off. And that's because I wanted to get the most authentic experience possible. Which is to say, Part 6 is going to be covering a lot of infiltration of the Sambrique territory. Nor Corvin. It's kind of like a stronghold, if you will. And remember, you can always pet Torgal, I think, right? Maybe not, I don't know. I don't know how this works yet, but we're going in blind and we're going to see. Animal instinct is interesting, though. How does it work, though? I mean... You just keep pressing R3, or how does it... I don't know. I think that's what you're supposed to do, I'm not sure. It seems like this is an action... Oh, what was that? Oh yeah, good. We could also see Cornorvent. An imperial stronghold located along the southern fringes of Sambrique's territory, far from its capital of Oriflamme. It occupies a key strategic position adjacent to the Crystal Belt. It is suitably formidable and fortified as a result. Within its walls there are living quarters, a church, a gall, and a sufficient storehouse to see the occupants through a lengthy siege. so it's got a church, a galley, and a sufficient storehouse for the occupants. And dominant fire, who I believe again to be Annabella, mistress figure who was first seen amid the chaos of the aerial invasion of Phoenix Gate, which immediately before the appearance of the second icon of fire. The very icon was that slew the heir to the throne. Clive Rossfield believes this man, hence or therefore to be woman maybe, the dominant who murdered his brother at night, and has sworn since to take his revenge. We know about the Royal Intelligence. This is the RIA, or the RIE, I guess. The Elite Royal Intelligence, so the ERI, I guess, or I don't know, EIA. They're basically an elite, like CIA. And they're led by yours truly, Benedicta. An elite unit of the Royal Knights of Wellode, led by Benedicta Armand, who led clandestine incursions deep in the territory of enemy nation for myriad purposes. Espionage and assassination is chief amongst them. And other things, of course. So, Benedicta Armand at this point to me is your main antagonist, obviously. And this is your big bad. Big bad and your main antagonist. Pretty much, like, right there. Pretty simple. Main antagonist, big bad. Main antagonist, big bad. Current location, and who the fuck we're fighting. So, I just don't know where I'm going right now. So I hope I can find out soon, but I think we're going the right way. I try to listen to Torgal. At this rate, I think we're doing alright. Yeah, I think we're in the right. Yep. Okay. We're going the right way? I'm inclined to believe so, I don't know. Is this it? No. I guess that's the part I'm still trying to figure out on how animal instinct actually works. This Sid.
You grow weak, then you better start climbing those stairs. Don't. Sick out here.
Puh! Yeah, because we have to go to Benedicta, that's the thing, that's what we're trying to do. Because we gotta get answers right now. Now that's what the primary focus is, to get answers, to find out what the fuck, you know, because we're trying to find out who the culprit is, who this, you know, other icon of fire is. But something big's about to happen because we're gonna be given the power of, I don't know what's gonna happen, we're gonna find out. I just don't know where to go, and I thought this, okay, I think we're going this way. Well, I know something big's gonna happen soon, because we're about to be granted the power of Garuda. I think we have a big fight coming up, a huge fight. I don't know. Again, I'm going in spoiler free, so Benedict, I don't know. What if Benedict is just the main antagonist for the beginning of the game? And then, I don't know, we just don't know. Annabella makes a good antagonist too, I don't know. It's just interesting because it's like, I really am going in completely spoiler free. And it's like I never really did that before. Oh, why did I do that? Accident. But practice makes perfect. That's so cool. Mop! Magic burst. Mortal blow. Yo, this battle system is really good. Once you finally like get it and understand it, I guess that's why they have the rings, because this can be a bit much to understand at first. You might not really even understand what the fuck is going on, because you have to make use of Torgal, and remember there is no defend button. There is no need to defend in this game. There is no defense. The only defense is exactly that, defense. There is no block. In other words, you don't block attacks. All you could do is dodge. You dodge attacks. You evade them or you take the damage. And you mitigate the damage through, like I just said, through defense, your defense stat. Like, it's pretty much that simple. But what's not simple is there's 3 things going on at once that you have to handle. And the 3 things that you need to handle are, in terms of action, is Torgal and consumables, of course, and Claw. And the icons. So this comes down to a mixture of using triangle for the icons, and then square for Clive, predominantly square and X for Clive, I guess, because X is important in Clive's repertoire. Like, in other words, think of it like controlling 3 people at once, because you have to control the icons in the form of abilities and icons, right? Summons. And then Torgal is like a party member as well. And then, yeah. So you have to juggle a lot of things. Consumables, Torgal, Clive, and the icons that is granted to Clive. And then, you know, so like, there's definitely a lot to juggle, but it's simple once you understand it all. So use the rings if you feel like it, but again, to get the most authentic experience, you'll probably need to take them off. Like, it's as simple as that, really. It's like... like, Sick is so cool. I love Sick. And once you get the hang of that, and you're pretty much good to go. You should definitely be playing in action mode. You don't have to play in action mode, though. I'd recommend playing in action mode, though, because the game is intended to be an action game.
That's enough. A little help. My wounds, boys.
Oh, that's sick. There we go. A lot of concentration. There you go. See how you can juggle enemies in the air, though? It's pretty cool. I love that. It's so cool. Bam! Torgal is very useful, man.
Don't let them get away. Give them all you've got, boy.
Because if not for Torgal, we'd be fucked.
Keep your distance, boy.
Yo, the screen goes wild, man.
Give them all you've got, boy. You know what to do, boy.
There we go. Punish, baby.
Don't let them get away.
I love working with Torgal so much. It's so much fun.
Don't let them get away. My wounds, boy. It's over. That's enough.
Wow.
There, boy. Get him, boy. You know what to do, boy. Over here.
Ah, it was an accident. My bad.
Don't let them get away. Get him, boy. Get him. Get him, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him. Keep your distance, boy. Over here. Get him. You know what to do, boy. Get him. Give them all you've got.
Damn, there's a lot of shit. Oh, man, it's fun. It's so much fun. Alright, now we continue to move forward, right? Okay, so... But yeah, I realize the mechanics of Torgal are very, very, very fine indeed. And Torgal is a very integral part of this game combat. He's the one that's, you know, applies the healing, curing, and actually I have to go back now to see what it said about the cure spell. Forgot what they said about that, but I'm gonna backtrack. I've been so fascinated lately with just everything in general. That's cool. I didn't even know we had Heatwave yet. That's wild. But I think we're gonna be getting another icon soon, so here's to seeing what icon we're gonna be getting. I think it's Garuda. It's gonna be the first. I think it's gonna be the second icon that we get. We'll find out. Yeah, right? That's what I'm thinking though. Garuda's got to be the second icon. I mean, look, and I'm going in completely spoiler-free here, with no handicaps and just doing the game as most authentic as possible. And I realize Torgal is so important. A lot more than you think. Like, he's insanely important. Watch, oh, keep your distance. Now, once it goes up in the air, I start shooting with magic. Then we could sick him too, right? Sick him, I think, is better when, I think if you're, well, if it's on the ground, like if he's down and on the ground, then definitely keep sicking him. If otherwise, then use Ravage, I guess. No, oh crap. I thought it was Kingdom Hearts, I was like circle button. No, not circle button, you idiot. R1. All good. Now it's him and me, and that's it. He's dead. Watch. Oh, maybe not. No, let's see. No! I'm gonna die! No! If I do die, then it's all good, I don't mind. I really don't mind dying. It's called learning. No shame in that. Boom, sick of Torgal. No, Catan! No, he's almost dead too.
Too slow.
Yes!
Torgal. Don't let them get
He got a lot of health, and I didn't bring any potions with me? Why? No, I do.
Give them all you've got, boy.
This guy's a beast, son. Concentrate, Michael. You could do this.
Give them all you've got, boy.
No, no, no. Good.
Keep your distance, boy. Torgal.
We gotta use regeneration right now. Yeah, we got this.
Keep your distance, boy.
No, sick him. Sick. Fire Delta, we good. We got this.
Don't let them get away. Over here. Too slow.
Nice.
Need to end this quickly.
No, no, no.
Torgal. A little help.
We got this.
My wounds, boy. Keep your distance, boy.
We got this.
Torgal.
No, oh.
My wounds, boy.
We got this. Here we go. Now go at him.
Give them all you've got, boy.
Boom! That was a close call, but I got through it. Not my best fight, but hey! I was panicking. I was like, hey, am I going to win this or am I going to lose this? And I won't lie, it wasn't my best, but stick around long enough and you'll see me at my best, right? Anyway, it was a fight and I thought I was going to lose. That's what made it the best. Alright, cool. No potions, no handicaps, no accessibilities, just good old action. Final Fantasy 16, first time playthrough ever. So I don't mind, and I plan to do a few more episodes today. Well, tonight. I think I'll probably stream maybe either 2 episodes. Depends. I usually keep my episodes about an hour in length. This is so I prevent having to do too much editing, you know? And that's all I'll say about that. I try to keep editing to a minimum. But watch when I use Torgal, right?
Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Over here.
Like, you could do aerial combos, I realize. It's kind of cool.
Give them all you've got, boy.
And that's cool, too. Shift striking. But this is a lot of stuff you have to keep your, you have to keep your head on. Those are the 3 main things. Like I said, it's 3 party members wrapped in one. And I can only imagine how much cooler it's going to get once we get access to Garuda, which is coming up really soon. This whole thing with Benedicta, we're going to come to a big conclusion. I don't know, because I'm going in spoiler-free, waiting for the 4th of July to play the game. It took a lot of fucking patience to do. But I actually waited until the 4th of July, 9 o'clock, to play it. It was crazy, and I gotta say, so far, worth it. Never looked at any reviews or anything. But it's hard to hear when something is good, and I did hear it got 9.6. And I also heard that it's lacking in side content. But I also heard that that's all I heard, really. I didn't hear much about it. So far, my expectations are like, well, when it's post side content, I just really want authentic side content. Less is more. When it comes to the story, again, I want quality over quantity. In a lot of areas, I want that. I just want to go to in hopes, I want to have a female antagonist. I'm hoping for a female antagonist. I think the game deserves to have a female antagonist. Since we haven't had one since 8 and or what, like 3, for the main antagonist to be a female. I mean, if a male could be a main antagonist, then why can't a female?
I confess I expected
So,
more
yeah.
from the
I feel... Enjoy the cutscene, guys. Or the fight. I know there's a big fight coming.
This is the second time you've bested my sisters. Men of your talents are rare indeed. Why cast your lot with such undesirables? If it is the hearth you long for, you will find more than enough warmth under my wings.
Big boss, yep. Big boss. Big boss. Get ready. Major encounter. Oh yeah, he has the ability to, yep.
You would dare to make demands of me.
When she's your foil.
Know your place, little lamb.
I'm telling you, she's definitely the antagonist in this game.
Shepherd who heeds every word.
She is his foil.
And I will suffer yours no longer.
I agree with Benedicta, kinda. I'm sorry.
Must I spell it out for you, branded?
Right? That's what I said.
Listen.
No one at all! Ugh! I feel you, Benedicta. I feel you. Come, little lamb, to the slaughter with you. I agree with her. I agree with her. I'm sorry, but I agree with her 100%. 100%. Benedicta, I agree with you. It's gonna be hard to beat her because I agree with her so much. I just see right, I understand everything. It's like, yeah, Benedicta, I know, right? It's like, yeah, these people are so hell-bent on revenge and, like, and being fucking assholes, and they just don't realize, like, sorry, Benedicta, but this has to be done if I'm gonna go forward, but I really should just let you win, shouldn't I? But again, it's not fair because we have Torgal. She doesn't have Torgal. I may have to rely on the rings for this because I really don't want to beat her. Because I agree with her too much. You know? Like, I agree with her. I really do agree with her. So therefore, I don't know if I could really even want to beat her. I'll just use the motherfucking things, you know? The motherfucking accessories. That's what I'm gonna probably do. You hit it? That hit? There you go. Woo! Oh no! Come on, damn it! Bam! Staggered. We want to get behind her, I think. Cinematic vision. I think, right? Pretty sure. I don't know where this is gonna go, though.
Where is he?
See, it's beyond this point at which I really don't know, because this is all showcased, you know, we've gotten our hands on this content already, you know, I already played the Garuda. So I don't really know what's gonna happen beyond Garuda, that's the thing. This is the point at which I don't know, because I only played the showcase. So far, the only footage I've actually played has been the fight with, well, this fight coming up. And that's it. I didn't do anything beyond that. And, of course, the demo. So I don't know. I didn't even try out the training center. I only played the showcase and the demo. I was lucky enough to play the showcase, but that was from the friend because he had access to it. You can't easily get access to that version, but it's not as easily accessible as it is in the demo. The demo is, yeah.
Dodge this. Cry all you like. There's no one to save him now.
Anthony, I don't know, something about smoke or talking, I don't know. Aerial shift, baby. Alright, we gotta take her down. Like I said, I'm gonna probably use a different setup. I have no items, I didn't bring any. And I think this is gonna be a reckless fight. Hold on, I'm gonna die probably, right? No, I can't. We're gone. Okay. Well, I was gonna I'm sorry about that. I got distracted. Somebody's knocking on my fucking door and... My bad. Oh, wait. Oh, I wanted to open the main menu. Oh. They have to fix that in an update to allow you to retry the battle, basically. Can you retry? They have to have you retry, so you can just retry if you want to retry. That's one thing I noticed. They should definitely have that, right? Yeah. Yeah, they need to do that. Right? Because now... Oh, wait, hold on. Everything's back to normal again? Oh, cool. Okay, good. That makes things very good. That's perfect. I didn't know that. Alright, resume then. Hold on. Oh, I got hit. Oh my goodness. I remember that in the original, but it wasn't like that. It was a little different. Alright, let's not overcomplicate this. Hold on. The idea here is to learn how to use the icons. Right? I think it is. It's to learn how to use these fucking icons. Fyra. Ah. Oh. Shattered. Alright, we got this. I wonder what it's gonna be like when we have Titan though, you know? That'll be cool. Here we go, baby. Time to join your pet. Did he? I think she just killed Torgal. But how? That's what I don't understand. Hold on one second. I just want to just adjust the screen real quick. Sorry, but this is gonna go to settings. I want to change the. I want to change my settings real quick, just to the screen wise. Picture. I like vivid the best, really, but. Yep, I like vivid. There we go. Bam! This is gonna be a hell of a fight though, man, I tell ya. Oh, I didn't make most use of my shit, bro. Ah! No! Nope. No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think we gotta do a... Oh! I'm probably gonna win next round, so I'm just gonna do as best I can for now. Because I'm not gonna win this round. I didn't use the training, that's the thing. I don't mind dying, it's just fine. Dying is all part of learning. Alright, okay, so there you go. Also, again, picture-wise, I want to see what I think is best. For me, I'm not sure. I'm going to go to main menu first, also, and take a look at what we're doing here. Yeah, we have ability points we can assign, but we can't use them, remember, if we don't use them the right way, so we have to use them now. Like, okay, so we don't have toggle, so we were just getting used to toggle, but now we don't have them now, so, alright. Let me just go to my settings. I want to make sure should have had this before. Going back to games, up. Go back to my initial. No, my initial setup. Let's go back to games. Game optimizer, yeah. There you go. Then I'm just gonna go back. News. I guess RPG, right? And for this fight, I will probably use. Because I agree with her so much, it's hard to favor a Fire Heat Wave, Scarlet Cycle. Well, that's not bad. And I'm gonna use a ring, like I said. The ring of. I'm probably gonna use what is it called? This one. Right? Yeah. If there were a ring that turns from a novice swordsman or projects into the interval dance, nah, I don't know. It feels to me like this is a cop out. This is cool though. Timely focus. That's dope. That or timely healing. I just feel like that's too much of a cop out though. Oh, this is good. And then this, I don't know which one's better. When equipped, time slows before an available enemy attack strikes Clive, no effect when. But I also like this one too, it's the Cleric's Medallion. This thing's really good. Because it makes your potions go a long way. Well, let's just see how it goes. We'll see. I think I may have to make some other adjustments too. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know yet. We'll find out.
Not this time.
Yeah, Rogue is coming out. It's a game of like a battle of wills, so to speak. That's harsh. I see what they're getting at here, though. No! Oh no! Uh-oh. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Because I got caught up in it. Like, I was like, uh-oh, this shit. Right? Fuck! Holy crap. We got caught in there. No! Yay! Staggered her! I think that's what this is doing, it's teaching us how to use these. Effectively, that is, though. See? That's what this is. It's kind of like a training ground on how to use your icons. Deadly Embrace. Well, how does this work now? Oh, again with this? But I couldn't do anything on that. I was fucked from the get-go, huh? Bad luck. Eventually she's gonna go into a transformation and Torgal comes, yep, Torgal comes back and, yeah, that's like the showcase. Yeah. And with that, yeah. Alright, with that I need to smoke a bogey. Oh, Link, I guess, what do you call it? Limit break happens with Torgal. Where she gets ripped apart to shreds and turned into a monstrosity where the true icon reveals herself.
Give them all you've got for it. Keep your distance, boy.
Not bad.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you, power.
Oh god. Now we're gonna have to deal with two hands that are gonna come at us pretty much, like, so basically 3 enemies, basically. It's kind of like fighting the sisters and Benedicta. So we gotta look out for those 2 hands. To make it fair, we have him back, so. Haha! Oh! Oh! No! It's got me! No! I love Torgal. But she's almost gone. She's a bitch, bro. No! No, I gotta concentrate. Boosh!
Don't let them get away. Over here.
Oh, crap. Kill her. Good. Bingo, baby. Benedicta is defeated. Boom, baby, boom. That was good, right? I'd say so for a first timer. That was my first time. Well, second timer, I guess. A second timer. Nice. Yeah, I mean, technically, what was it? My third time, I guess. But yeah. Oh, so alright, we got the Wheel of Fire, which is Rising Flames. Residual fire ether that has failed to dissipate on the battlefield and has instead manifested into a solid form, not unlike crystal, but with yet an uncanny elemental purity that renders it far more potent, if not highly specialized in its applications. Alright, so it will increase Rising Flames damage by 10%. And we have more Wyrite material, which we haven't really yet to use any of this stuff yet, but we have 50 pieces of this. And Meteorite, which is step over Wyrite, right? Rocks and gemstones. Used incredibly.
You were but a branded!
Alright, now we get to the more gruesome part.
The answer is simple, Benedicta.
Yep, it is.
He's fighting for something he believed in.
Exactly.
Shut up! Why aren't you dead?
Because I lay myself to death every day. That's why I said I have a hard time. I had a hard time killing Benedicta, because I agree with Benedicta, but it's just that Benedicta doesn't see what I see. But she does. It's weird, like she sees it, yet she's fighting herself. She really is saying the answer is pretty much that she's saying that she hasn't been picked, but yet she is branded. She very much is branded. I mean, look at the power she has. She was branded. Why aren't you dead is the question I think you're asking. In other words, she's asking herself, why is she not dead? Not the other way around. She's actually questioning her own mortality. She's asking herself, what am I? When she says, what are you? Think about it. Everything she's saying, it's a reflection on herself. When she says to him, I wish you were dead, or why are you alive? She's saying, I wish I was dead. Why am I alive? Whenever she says, what are you? Who are you? She's actually asking herself, who am I? What am I? Now remember, she's the dominant of wind. So she's asking herself, who am I? What am I?
What are you?
I don't know. What are you, exactly? He is what you are, I guess. But he's also found out what it is to be what you are. That's what he is. He's what you are, but exactly the same. He's just seeing the light. That's the best way I could explain it. When you find the light, you'll find it. Nobody can explain it to another. When you find that light, you'll find it. But a secret in understanding this light is opposition. See? Look how much pain he's going through. Opposition, adversity, this will teach you. It's going to teach you the answers. You need it. You need the pain. The pain for the hatred. Well, it's really the, what does it go? The body for the pain and the pain for the hatred. Some shit. Oh, look, it's different. It's the body for the hate and the hate for the pain. That's what it is. I traded it, basically. I traded my body for the hate. And then eventually I traded my hate for the pain. And then eventually I traded my pain for my life. And all I found in it was bliss and beauty and happiness and love. Basically. That's what I found. Was just peace, basically. Happiness and peace. Peace and happiness. That's what I found when the light has finally shined on me. So, if you want to know what I saw on the other side, it's light. Peace. Light. It's a cold light, though. It's a cool light. It's hard to explain. It's a cold light, though. She's here, don't worry. She didn't go nowhere. Benedicta! She's okay. Nothing. He just took what you didn't believe in. But she doesn't believe in herself. That's the problem. She believes in Garuda, not herself. Where Clive, he believes in himself, I think. I'm pretty sure he does. That's how he has that power. And the answer is very simple. It's because he has faith. He has belief. He has bravery and faith. And he's measured that equally.
You took it from her.
Yeah, because it's all within... What do you mean, how? She still has the power. She didn't lose it. It's just that the icon is going to have to come out now.
The bear has found a way out.
You know what I mean? Like, the actual dominant has to... The icon itself, the dominant has to come out. Well, whatever it is. Dominant or icon. I don't know. I think the actual icon has to come out this time.
If you're dominant, started this fire.
Hold on. If you're dominant... So, yeah, the dominant has to come out. The dominant's coming out. In other words, he has the power, but the dominant... The dominant is where the power comes from, remember? Which is within. Well, it's outside, but it also comes from within. I'm telling you, that's not a man. That's Annabella. Or is it a man? Is it Clive?
What's that?
Oh my god, it's Bahamut.
Created a diversion as commanded, Your Grace.
It's
The villagers escaped in
Bahamut.
confusion.
Oh my god, it's a prince. But by orders of Annabella, make no mistake. You know? I know it is. Annabella. Rude. It's rude.
Oh, look. Morning has broken. And here come the cavalry, itching to butcher the bastards who made them miss their morning gruel. Come on. If they catch us leaving a burning care, people might jump to conclusions.
In other words, Clive is his own enemy. So, sorry for interrupting. Wind. So we claimed a portion of the icon Garuda's essence. Tuning with the Garuda not only changes the elemental aspects of Clive's magic spells, but will also allow access to several new iconic abilities such as Gouge, Deadly Flurry of Talent that can tear into an opponent for multiple hits or successive hits. Ability details can be found on abilities in the main menu. Garuda's feet. Alright, so Garuda's iconic. So it'll also topple larger enemies. I'm eventually imagining we're going to start fighting orcs in the east. Because it looks to me like the east land is being consumed with, I can only imagine, things that are being either forced into by the blight, known as orcs, and becoming savages, either affected by the blight directly or indirectly. Nonetheless, the east is dying quickly. And therefore a lot of savage beasts are arising due to that result, and henceforth the orcs, as they are known, I guess, savages, orc. For a more various CD.
Benedicta said you'd taken her power. You don't still have it, do you?
I think I do. I can feel it. It's inside me, along with the flames.
Well, are you not keen to try it out? What could possibly go wrong?
Stop there! Where did you two come from?
We are very close to Sambrique. We are currently in Glorious. Glorious, I guess. Glorious. 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 Yeah, I think we're at Glorious Gate. Glorious. So, Cairnorvant Glorious. Or Glarious. I think it's Glorious. Glorious. So the plains of Glorious. And then we're going to be going to Clairview. And this would be Glorieux. And Glorieux Plateau. That's what I'm going to call it. See? Cairnorvant Glorieux Gate. That's a sick, son.
My wounds, boy.
I didn't have any wounds, my bad. No!
Get the wounds, boy.
An ability finish. And Wyrite 2 spoons of whatever that is. I'll have to check everything out later. But these territories are pretty big. And you can backtrack too, by the way. Similar to an open world game. Kinda, more or less, see? There's wyverns and shit. Stuff like that. You could use this to teleport back to other areas. Though I don't see any point in doing that just yet. Travel to Obelisk. I don't think we can right now, no. Right now we have a mission that we have to fulfill. Which is kind of where I'm going to end the episode, actually. I'll be ending part 6, probably. Just the appropriate part. Appropriately ending it where it should be ended, right?
Where do they all come from?
Look, wyverns. Oh! I see Deadly Embrace. Okay, there we go. I didn't know how to do that. Okay, that's cool.
My wounds, boy. Get them all you've got, boy.
Oh, look, Wyrms. Little baby tiny wyverns. Oh, Wyrms. I call them Wyrms. You can call them worms if you want, but I call them Wyrms. That's what they should be called, Wyrms. A wyvern, wyvern, or a wyvern, wyvern. I call it wyvern, wyvern, same shit. But if it's a wyvern, then surely it's not worm, it's a Wyrm. Which means a worm, or a Wyrm. Or a Wyrm, or a worm, but basically Wyrm. So you know that you're not talking about a worm, it's a Wyrm. Or a Wyrm. At least you could tell the difference between a worm and a Wyrm, right? You know a Wyrm means a worm. People, how dumb are people? Are people that stupid? I mean, what would you think a baby dragon is? A worm or a Wyrm? It's a Wyrm. Meaning Wyrm. Worm. I mean, it's pretty obvious that if you want to know the difference, there's an earthworm, and then there's a giant Wyrm. Like a big motherfucking Wyrm. That's not a worm. A worm is a Wyrm. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that almost looks like a Wyrm, but that's not. It's a wyvern, I think. It looks like a wyvern or a wyvern, whatever you want to call them. In other words, I don't think people know how to pronounce these words properly, but that's okay. Make up your own words, right? If you feel comfortable calling a dragon a worm, fine. But I have news for you. It's not a worm. That's a fucking Wyrm, and that's gonna rip your face apart. Wyrms. A worm, so yeah, it's a worm, but it's a Wyrm. Not a worm, a Wyrm. Don't get it confused. A worm and a worm are not the same. A worm is much bigger than a worm. You know? That's the irony of a worm. Because it's called Wyram, which is pronounced worm, but it's Wyram. That's the irony in it. But let's just get one thing straight. There is a Wyram, which is pronounced Wyram or worm, and then there is a worm, pronounced worm. Anyway, it looks like we have to fight a wyvern. Or a drake. Looks like a wyvern.
No holding back. That'll help.
Oh, it's an avis. That's a type of wyvern. Oh, whoa, whoa, wow, so cool. So Deadly Embrace is similar to shifting, like the other thing? I get it. Gotcha. I got hit by fire, didn't I? Uh-oh. I want to take out the surrounding enemies first because I feel like they're going to be a bigger problem in the long run. I mean, the Imperial Wyvern there, that Wyram thing, the Wyvern, that Wyvern's going to be a big problem, so. And I know it is, so. Break its will. Break its will. That's sick, man, right? Woo! Oh! Hot. Quite literally hot. Burning strike. Staggered. Alright, so I see that. Okay, cool. So that's how you do that then. Alright, got it. Got it. That thing gone, bro. Yep, told you. I knew he was gonna be dead. I knew it was like, that thing's gone. How do you feel about there not being any fanfare, though? I noticed. There is no fanfare. Interesting, right? But it's the first time they've ever did that before in the history of Final Fantasy, so that's pretty cool. So, if there is one thing for sure, let's see, the Sharp Bang, for which the fauna of Velistia does not want, it is the most sharp, it is more dagger sharp than anything. There's slavering maws. So those Velistians, fortunate enough not to succumb to said fangs, will be or have been conceived indigenous for ways of fashioning into myriad articles of virtue, ranging from cutlery to bijouterie, I guess. And we have that, so yeah. Alright, cool. Now we got everything that's out of our way. Just don't want to miss out on any items on the way, so we'll continue north, but we'll pick up anything along the way. Now that we have this new icon. And we probably have an AP to spend on, too, right? I'd imagine so. Check it out, Garuda's channel now. Bam bam! So now we have her all snugged and tight, right? Nicely done. So with that, we now have additional power. So as you can see, Clive is, well, 2 powers from the Phoenix, I guess, right? The initial one that Clive was given as the protector of the Phoenix, and then he also had been given charge with power of the Phoenix, apparently, which is a little odd. I don't want to get into that. I don't really understand how that works exactly. I could only theorize, but apparently, as we all know from the demo, Clive was given the power. A part of the power, I should say, right? He was given a part of the Phoenix's power, right? Which, this is what this represents, a part of that power. But then, Ifrit came along and tore the bird's neck apart. And since then, it's implicated that Clive now has the power of the Phoenix? Like, basically, additionally to, like, the power that was lended over to him, which is represented through the sword, like, you know, the sword of the Phoenix, the shield, the protector. So yeah, I don't know. And notice how they glow and the other ones don't. See, this doesn't glow. But in other words, these are his base abilities, and then I guess these are all the additional things that he has inside him. Which begs a lot of questions, right? Like, that means he has the power, the full power of the Phoenix inside him? He's containing all of them within him? That's wild. And yeah, Garuda looks like a fucking like a monstrosity. Like, not a monstrosity, but definitely something you don't want to fuck with. You know, and very similar to that of Phoenix, ironically, but the Windbird and the Firebird. Alright, let's see what we can do here. They're channeled, so pretty much everything is, you know.
Live and direct with Mikey Steele.
Yo, what up, Sean? I'm about to end this episode, but I'm coming back up on my 7th. Because I'm going to smoke. But yo, it's good, Sean. I'm still waiting on that card, by the way. These motherfuckers take their time. But as soon as that shit comes in the mail, I'm gonna let you know, man. I'm not gonna let Olympia know. Anyway, lunging. Okay, Swift India, we definitely work on lunge. And what we got here for Garuda, Rook's Gambit. Look, jump back, then deliver a punishing count. That's not bad. I would learn Rook's Gambit. That looks like it's pretty useful. What else we got here? Well, a lot of these are expensive right now, so we don't want to go full balls to the walls. But how's everything going, Sean? Has everything been good? Same shit, different day, kinda? Or new shit, same day? I don't know. That's up to you, right? Let me know, brother. Alright, so lunge. This is a good one, right? Lunge is always nice and handy. We can use that. Like, I've been using lunge a lot. What's this, though? Phoenix Shift. Ooh, yeah, I like this one. Even though it costs a lot, fuck that. Phoenix Shift is insanely good. That shit like is like a warp strike from Final Fantasy 15, basically, more or less. And I can't put my finger on it, but it's not an open world game, but it's not closed. It's also not exactly like God of War either. It's sort of its own thing, I guess. I don't know. Haven't really played a game like it, but it's similar to that on par, like FF7 Remake or God of War with a mix kind of combination. It's like a combination, in my opinion. I feel it like a world map, but it's not. Alright, so I'm going to be ending this part here, and then we'll be picking up part 7, probably after this encounter. It's good to see you, Sean. Always good to see any of my subscribers. I was saying the other day about how this is a. I'll talk after the cutscene.
This way.
And then, of course, they stop talking. I mean, fucking ridiculous. Alright, what I was saying is.
Who was it?
Okay.
They didn't have their hands full fighting a bloody harpy, I guess.
Much better.
But what matters is they're safe. Something they wouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
Not when
FF16 is what I'm going to play when I get home.
So,
Well, I'm blind right now, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Brand new. I didn't look at any reviews. Hold on. Didn't look at any reviews. Or anything other beyond, like, you know what I mean? I'm like completely spoiled free. Like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on beyond this point. My first time ever playing the game. So, we'll see. My father must be home, so the cat wants to go out. Go ahead, Loker. Alright, so let's enjoy the rest of this, and then, like I said, I'm going to be picking up part 7 in my next episode.
I can track it.
All I know is we have Power of Gruta and different now. I mean, Phoenix.
Told us about your family.
That's why I think Clive is different, but whatever.
Lost me own
Or
to
Annabella.
Imperial Steel. Sometimes vengeance is the only thing that keeps you going.
That's what's keeping him going.
Safely, brothers.
That's what's keeping me going.
I reckon he likes you.
I reckon he likes you. Alright, guys. Well, this is a perfect spot than any, right? To pretty much
She's gone.
6 and begin part 7. Hope you guys enjoyed the Steel Play, which is really a we play. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you do like it, but I appreciate all your views, regardless if you like and subscribe. It doesn't matter to me.
This pace, we won't make it by sunset.
But yeah. So
Cast me out like all the others.
thanks for watching, guys.
What am I going to do?
Kill yourself.
What to do?
Kill yourself. See? You had the answer all along. Told ya. And again, I'm spoiler free, so I'm either psychic or I'm just like that. Yeah. I implore you to subscribe because I might just be psychic. Kill yourself! Benedicta! The answer's right in front of you. It's right there. It's right in front of you. It's killed or be killed, man. That's the way it works in this world. A nice piece of something. Yikes, doodles.
Slavers at this service.
And she doesn't have the power of...
Praise our work.
Uh-oh. I can see why this is, well, rated M. Because it's a mature game. It's meant for a mature audience. Well, if you're not a mature person, you probably will not like this. I actually lost a subscriber, by the way. Because I had to bring up a mature subject about racism. And unfortunately, it's for a mature audience. So if I lost one subscriber because of it, most likely I did. But I'm trying to say I am not racist and I am not sexist. Henceforth, this game is not racist and it's not sexist. It is just real. It's authentic. That's all it is. The game's authentic. And that's all they set out to do, is make the game authentic as fucking possible, man. And what, do you want to be lied to? Like, you want to see a person, it wouldn't make sense. You want the truth. We don't want lies no more. And truthfully, well, African Americans, they weren't the enslavers. So there was no, they did trade slaves though. So their hands are dirty. Make no mistake. Kings, African kings sold, but then of course they're going to say, well, another person put their gun to their head. That's why I don't believe in racism. And you need to be mature enough to understand this. No, it doesn't, Benedicta. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You maybe, but that's because you don't understand. You need to die, yes. Not every... Because you don't have what it... Clive has found the light. He's living for vengeance. Not revenge, vengeance. Purpose. He has a light within him. And apparently she does too. She just hasn't seen it yet. And I guess it's for bad and evil because her vengeance is death. It's not for life. Mine is all about creation, All I want to do is set out and create and I keep telling people we are all created differently, but that doesn't mean we're not equal. Like we're all equal. We're all equal. And if we're not, well then we should be treating each other equal. Like, it's fucked up. It's not a hard answer to figure out. Like, if we're created differently, well, it still does mean enjoy the cutscene. This is important. I'm just saying, treat each other right. Treat each other with equality. I think you know what I mean. If you're not mature enough to understand this, then stop watching and unsubscribe because I wouldn't say unsubscribe. I just don't watch. This is a mature game for a mature audience. So if you don't understand about sexism and racism, then you may want to tune out. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just saying. Some people have a misconception to think this game is racist or sexist, and it's not. It's authentic, though. It's very, very authentic, which means it's very real. Meaning it's gonna put you into situations that real things have happened with real people. You know, like girls have been in situations like this, you know, and it's not right. It was far from right. But like women were placed in situations in medieval Europe. Like bad things have happened in the world. Not just medieval Europe, but Eurasia. I mean, shitty stuff has gone down. You know, I mean, bad things. African Americans getting guns to their head because of other people. I mean, a lot of bad things have happened in the world. Like, I'm not gonna say. Let's put it that way. The world is a fucking mess, but it doesn't gotta stay that way. You know, we can change it, so long as we can move past it, doing what Clive is doing. You know, more or less, avenging the ones that we lost instead of seeking out blood for revenge through killing everybody and yourself, which is what Benedicta wants to do. Benedicta is basically gone balls to the walls, ape shit crazy, and now she's become the dominant herself and wants to set out for blood and kill everything and everyone. In other words, silence is her reprieve. She is the ultimate enemy. Instead of harnessing the gift that she was given, she decided to spoil the gift. And now look at her. She's a monster. But she was once the most beautiful girl in the world. And now she's a monster. The last thing anybody would ever want. In other words, she didn't need that power to be wanted and to be loved. She had it all along. And that's where I want to end this episode, kind of, you know. I feel this is a perfect spot to end, and this is where I'm going to end it. Join me in my next episode where we pick up on the hunt for Garuda. And let me just say on the record, too, I am not racist, I am not sexist, and I implore the opposite. I want everybody to be treated equal. But we have to recognize that we are born different, right? We're all born differently because we're born from different people. But we're all, in our eyes, should be all seen as equal, no matter what. Because in the truth, equality is only seen through the eye of the beholder, and is only seen through relevance. And that's why I said all is relevant, and therefore means all is irrelevant. Now, if this doesn't make sense to you, then again, you're probably very afraid of death. Me, I'm just letting it. I'm gonna let it slide right over me, and it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine because it's okay. In other words, in the embrace of death is not the deadly embrace, it's the opposite. I don't embrace it, I embrace life. While I'm here, I understand that doing the opposite would be a deadly embrace. You understand? Like, it's sort of like, I can't explain this in words, but if you could see the light, you'll understand. It comes from here, and then extends outward to here, and here. But like my two favorite colors, as I always said, are green and red. Now, why these are green and red as the first two? Maybe it's because I am the sign of the Phoenix. So again, I probably know a lot about... I think I know, I should say, because I never know anything. None of us do. That's another thing that people have a misconception of, thinking that they know stuff. You don't know anything, motherfucker. You didn't even know you had an ass until you found out. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you think you have an ass. That's what you think you know. But who knows? That could be a hole to another dimension where a bunch of microorganisms live, which in fact that's what it is. It's a hole that leads to a place called the pancreas where there's a shitload of microorganisms doing jobs endlessly to make you alive as a human being as to what you see before you. Similar to a dominant. Like, think of the icons or the enzymes in your body, right? And there's millions of enzymes, millions of icons. Then you have bacteria, aka the branded. But if not for this bacteria that we so evolved from, then we wouldn't exist in the first place. So you need to learn to understand the bad in order to embrace the good. Once you finally fully understand the opposition of things that are bad, like racism and sexism and death and horror and pain and suffering, then you will savor the joy of pleasure, love, life. You know, because you've been through hatred, you've been through anger, you've been through blood, you've been through sweat, you've been through tears. This is the only thing that will give you heaven. Because heaven is hell. Do I need to explain this to anybody else? But neither Benedicta nor Clive is wrong. It's just that Clive, to me, seems like his mindset is more hell-bent on living and life, vengeance. To live with a reason, you know, to live with a fire that's cold but hot. That's holy, I guess you'd say. It's a very, very cool fire. Holy fire. That stems from a hotter fire, which is, you know, the sun's fire. Or Ifrit fire. Deadly fire, I guess. Forest fire. Otter. And then, of course, we have wind, which is Murton. This is another form of fire, actually. In a weird way, wind can make some of the most nastiest kinds of fire. Not only that, it also makes the nastiest kinds of water, too. Wind has tornadoes. It has fucking, tidal waves. It has fucking... I would just blame hurricanes, tornadoes, squalls. All that is because of the wind. Murton, forest fires, all because of the wind. But let me just say, my next episode, we're going to go even further with this ideology. And we're going to take a deeper look on this Phoenix and this Garuda. Because everything's folding out very, very interesting. And again, I don't know if people are ever going to understand the ending of this game if they don't understand what Benedicta was seeking out to do and what she did wrong and why. You understand? You probably don't, but let's put it this way. If it's good, it's bad. If it's bad, it's good. If it's death, it's alive. And if it's alive, or if it has lived, then surely it is evil in a mirror. Just take it and put it into a mirror. Lived. If you have lived your life and you're still here, put it up into a mirror and tell me what you see. And until then, my friends, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. But I didn't tell you. This has been Steely Boy, or a Steel Play. And with those ominous words, if you have lived your life to the fullest, put it up to the mirror and see what you see before you. And that's all I'm gonna say. And with that, I haven't lived yet. I'm still living. And, you know, I'm gonna keep on living. Because life is alright, but to be just alive is not good. Not when it's backwards. You know? Only put it in front of the mirror once you're ready to pass to the other side. Into the reflection that made it. And with that, keep it gaming, keep it safe. Join me in part 7. Thanks for watching, guys.